AOC, some people are saying that she called Kamala Harris a fake person, like she doesn't have a real personality.
All right, show me.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She had asked a question. I think this is on Instagram. She said, now what questions do you have for me? And somebody said, do you buy the argument that woke loses elections, like saying Latinx? And here she is.
Personally, I don't. I think that a lot of voters really don't like fake people, and they're sick and tired of fake politicians. And so what I actually think is worse is saying something you don't believe. And so if during the entire time in campaign season, you're saying that you're down with trans people or like the LGBT community, and then you lose an election, and then the next day you say all that stuff was wrong. I actually think what people are more upset about is someone was doing something they didn't believe and just saying something. Like, if you actually weren't about that life, why did you campaign as though you were?
All right. It seems like she was kind of saying that.
But
like
she's not saying who.
There was only two people that ran for office for president. So you got
Senate
Trump
or House person?
You got Kamala Harris. I think that sounds like she was talking about that. I'll see if there's any other context around it, but it's a short clip anyways. It's from her Instagram responding to somebody.
It does sound like she is criticizing the losing party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you say that there was only two people running.
Yeah.
Correct. But she walked around it. Certainly didn't say the name.
Tom Homan is the guy who's going to be in charge of the border. I keep seeing clips of this dude going around, and we talked about off the jump. You know, what are Trump's big plans? What's going to be going on out there? They're starting to select people for Trump's cabinet. So I say, just listen to these people. Let's see where everything is going and watch it together. So here is Tom Homan, the Border Czar. Let's see what he said on Fox.
Criminals and gang members get no grace period. But while we're out prioritizing the public safety threats and national security threats, if you want to self-deport, you should self-deport. Because, again, we know who you are, and we're going to come and find you. So if you want to self-deport, that's fine. But criminals and gang members, they get no favors from this administration. You came to this country legally, which is a crime.
You committed crimes
against the United States citizens, some heinous crime.
He does have
You get no grace period, so we're coming for you. But for those others, the non-criminals, you want to self-deport, I'm all for it. Because when they self-report, they can put their orders, put everything in order, their family business, if they got...
He's talking about what's going to happen to illegal immigrants in the U.S., and he's the border zone.
I get that part. It's just I can't understand what's coming out of his mouth.
He's saying if you want to self-deport, yes, you could do that. So this is to say, hey, you know they're going to be coming after people who are in this country illegally, so you could just choose to get out yourself, which I'm sure somebody will do. Let's see what else he says.
Homes or whatever, they can put all that in order and leave with their family altogether. It makes perfect sense for the ones that are not criminals.
How are they going to get home? How do they get home?
Well, the ones we're going home, the rest of them won't put on an airplane and send them home. And the ones that want to go home on their own, they found their way across the world to come to the greatest nation on earth. They can find their way home. Either that, or I'll give them a free airline ticket that we put them on our airplane and we'll take them home. It's either way. It's up to them. If we arrest them, they come on our airplane, Sean. If they want to go on their own airplane.
He was talking to me. He was talking to me there. Thank you, Tom Honan.
If you slowed it down just a little bit and then he made it more quiet, he sounds just like Joe Biden.
This guy's going to be in the news a lot. That's the border dude.
He didn't seem to have a speech issue when that was the same guy you played on 60 Minutes, right? Said we're going to, if they want the families to stay together, we could deport them together.
But that's what he's saying is going to happen. He said you should self-deport, or you could self-deport, or if you're a gang member or a criminal, look out, buddy. There's no softness that's going to be given to you in terms of handling this.
If you're an illegal immigrant listening to this guy,
yes.
And Sean, you're an illegal immigrant?
I can't answer that question.
If you're listening to this guy and he wants you to self-deport, it's like you buy an airplane ticket or we'll buy one for you. Would you not just go, all right,
I'll take the airline ticket?
Give me the airline ticket.
Yeah, we walked a lot. I'd rather get on the airline.
If I was here illegally, I would say, well, why would I make your job any easier for you? Like, why would I just give up? I'm here right now.
And how much time do we have to self-deport?
They didn't give a timeline, but I would assume by January 20th, because that gives you about about 2 months and 8 days
I
or
can't
so.
believe this year's almost over.
The difference between self-deporting and federal deportation, if you self-deport, the U.S. will never know you were here, and you can apply for legal immigration with zero penalty for having previously been in the U.S. That is true. That's not a bad point,
I see
actually.
you, Joe.
That would be interesting if somebody was going to try to maybe legalize their status in the United States and not get a ding on it from getting caught here. But will people actually turn themselves in? That's the other question.